everybody.
Larry. Set to go now on a wet and rainy night, and we are underway on a Monday night. This is taken at the 3. And now running right through it. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. The play fake. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jordan Phillips with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now as they'll be backed up to start this first drive. And they will be led out by a young man making his first NFL start. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old-school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position. But we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
Now a handoff looking right. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be a third and about 13.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, the Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
So first and second down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. They'll drop to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down. Second down and 4. They'll look to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
They run the counter now on first down. Stopped short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Miami Dolphins starting lineup now, and Kenyon Drake, a guy to watch.
He has the ability to affect the game in so many different ways. In the return game, bringing it back himself. Also can be a gunner on the punt coverage team and did that very well at Alabama, but has the ability to run the ball out of the backfield as well as catch it. Kenyon Drake, you can use him so many different ways.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Six yards to go here on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And a friendly bounce there. They will get excellent field position to start as this kicks out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
And this one's incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They're going to look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So we played a quarter here on the opening Monday night of the new season. Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. We're back to Baltimore after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back now with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
As they run left side. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Time to the tailback. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Second down, here's an option right. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
Let's go! Green 39!
Hard throw, incomplete. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. And Parkey's kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they'll search for that patience here now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
Back to throw now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Price. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Going to give this time to the tailback. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. The Dolphins on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And that is off target to the right. Never had a chance, not even close. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
And now here come the Ravens. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Ravens on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Here we go now. Blue line.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They find some open field here, and he's brought down. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. Remain here in the 1st half. We're back to Baltimore after this. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our 1st half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be out of bounds as he he gets it down to the 30 there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment defense.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's first and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Miami. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And oh, it's blocked. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
I know they'd like to erase that video on those 4 sacks that they've seen so far.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does. And that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Watching that, Barney.
He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it third down. The Ravens on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, 4 down. All right, here we go. Green,
looking to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's great. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They'll throw now on the final play. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Price. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Ravens haven't played their best football and trail because of it. The Dolphins have looked good on the road and will just try to keep the ball rolling in the 2nd half. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the 1st half. Ravens on 2nd and 7. Phillips able to zero in on the QB here. This will go for a loss of 8. Third down at the 41. Jerry's able to zero in on the QB here. This will go for a loss of 8. First and 10. Defense is going to come away with the sack. This will go as a loss of 10. Dolphins now late in the 2nd. He'll jet out to the right on the run, and he'll go in from 7 yards out. That takes the lead up to 9.
All right, Larry, these two teams back out there as we get set and ready for this 2nd half. This will be taken short. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game now. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
And an alley to run. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
The Ravens on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Back to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Oh, it's a wobbler here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now here come the Dolphins.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Throw left side complete. It's Gray. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. A big play that time for the Dolphins. 42 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Second down following the run. And now here's a carry heading left. Shoves him aside. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Now that was kind of interesting. It appears this coaching staff really trusts this rookie early in his career. They want to get him a touchdown here in his NFL debut.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And Parkey's kick is good. And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. So a little fortunate there because that one was definitely leaking right.
Without a doubt. Maybe about the width of a football or so inside that right upright. But he got it to go.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 24-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Now Parkey for the extra point. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 30, the 20, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And a nice gain at 21 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. A handoff as they run the counter play. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So Keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate, drops it.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And some space here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost. You can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
3 yards to go here on second down.
Watch 81, watch 81. Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down, but they'll get it back. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, 4 down. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Ravens on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Price. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
10 yards still left on second down. They'll drop to throw, and they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The Dolphins on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A gain of 6 there on first. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2 two-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
Well, if you do it one bite at a time. That's the way they've got to play this, one play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye.
Yeah.
One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
Second down now after the pass completion.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll set up to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Ravens on third down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Green 39!
They're going to look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And the Dolphins getting set to go here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Tony Jefferson. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 19.
They'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And now a first down following that long gain. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. This one goes incomplete. A first misfire there after 6 straight completions, and it leads to 4th down.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 9 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Baltimore first. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a 2nd down. Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Under pressure now, and
he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They'll try and run it here, but he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts, as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And, Charles, in this situation, this is where the word miracle comes into play.
Have to score real fast, maybe throw a jump ball in the end zone and hope for the best.
He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Looking to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. And he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Let's go!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 38, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left. and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch, not at all.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, Week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Dolphins, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night.